Hey everyone, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time you're watching this. Welcome to New Life Kids Online. My name is PC, and today you picked a great day to tune in. We are starting a brand new, really long, but really awesome series called Let's Get Real. We are talking all about the book of Ephesians. It's going to be awesome. We're going to learn 10 amazing lessons, so you don't want to miss any of them. And today, we're going to be jumping into the first one as we look at the book of Ephesians, which is a letter that the Apostle Paul wrote while he was in prison. Can you believe that? He wrote this encouraging letter while he was in prison. I don't know if I've been able to do that, but we got a lot we're going to learn from it. But before we jump into our first episode and our first video, I want to ask you a question. Have you ever known someone who was a faker? Like you're like, oh man, they don't do anything real. Everything they say is not right. Man, that can be frustrating. But today we're going to talk about how to have real faith and not a fake one. It's going to be awesome. Are you ready? Let's get started.
To Let's Get Real, a show all about real life. I am so glad you decided to join us for today's show because I have a real treat for you. My guest today has one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. He's a member of the United States Secret Service. So would you please welcome to Let's Get Real, Barry Schwartz. Welcome to the show.
Well, thanks for having me.
So, you're a member of the United States Secret Service. That must be a really challenging job.
Well, yes, it is. Matter of fact, there's a lot of things about the Secret Service that a lot of people have no idea about.
Wow. So, how dangerous is your job?
Well, it can sometimes be pretty dangerous. Any member of the Secret Service has to go through a lot of training.
So, do you ever get tired of guarding the President of the United States?
Well, now here's the thing. Security detail for the President is part of what the Secret Service does, but it's actually not the majority of what we do.
It's not? I thought that's all you guys do. You walk around with your little earpiece, whispering things into your wrist like, the eagle has landed.
Well, that's not exactly the case. In fact, the entire reason that the Secret Service was created was to catch counterfeiters.
Counterfeiters?
Yeah, people who create counterfeit money and try to pass it off as real.
You mean people who print fake money?
That's right. We are trained to be able to spot counterfeit money rather quickly.
Really? You can tell easily what money's fake and what's real?
Yep.
Well, what kind of training do you have to go through in order to do that?
Well, it's interesting. The way we're able to spot fake money is because we spend a lot of time working with real money. We handle real money every day. We know what it looks like, what it smells like, what it feels like. You see, when you're around the real stuff all the time, you can spot what's fake very easily.
Wow! You know, that kind of reminds me of our faith in Jesus.
What do you mean?
Well, the book of Ephesians in the Bible teaches us a lot about how to have real faith. As Christians, we want our faith to be real and genuine.
Boy, that's true. There is nothing worse than somebody who's pretending to be a Christian but doesn't have real faith.
Exactly! And the kids are going to learn all about how they can have real faith in their lesson today.
That is a great lesson to learn. Take it from me, I would rather have real than fake any day.
Me too. Well, Barry, I sure do appreciate you coming on our show today. And good luck out there trying to catch those counterfeiters.
Thanks. And I hope you kids learn a lot about how to have real faith.
Oh, they will. Kids, I had such a blast today, and I'll catch you next time on Let's Get Real. Bye!
What you gotta know? Howdy, partners! My name is Alexis, and I'm here to tell you what you gotta know. Today, we're starting a new series called Let's Get Real. We're talking all about how our faith's gotta be genuine and real. So, every time somebody asks you what you gotta know, you tell them, I want my faith to be real faith. Woo, boy, let me tell you, it sure is important to make sure stuff is real. Ain't nothing worse than a fake critter. One time, I was hopping on a bull at the state rodeo, and that silly little thing wouldn't even move. I wiggled around, I tickled its ear, I said, come on, get, but nothing. Then I realized I was sitting on a bale of hay with a face on it. Now, just like that critter, you always want the real thing, especially with your faith. God deserves for us to give him our best. We gotta be real and genuine. So, every time somebody asks you what you gotta know, you tell them, I want my faith to be real faith. And that right there is what you gotta know. This is Alexis saying, yeehaw!
Hey kids, what time is it?
Game time!
What's up, New Life Kids?
You know what time it is.
It's a game of time.
It's a game time.
We're playing The Sky is Falling
The sky is falling.
Drive-Through Edition.
Drive
So,
through, because all of you have your licenses.
yes, we are talking to fully licensed adults. Let's get into it.
How many
cheeseburgers?
That looks delicious. Looks
That
like
does
a double.
look really good. I almost just said 3.
1.
9.
9!
I think I said it first.
It was Mateo. He said it first.
Yes.
Mateo's been in a slump. He hasn't been doing so good, so you know what? We're gonna encourage
Don't
him.
pretend like you're trying to lose on purpose.
Oh, yeah, I just feel.
How many burritos?
Is that a cheesy, beefy burrito from Taco Bell?
Oh, I can mess up some Taco Bell right
1.
now.
Taco Bell mess you up. 1. 14.
How many queso burritos from Taco Bell?
Let's
14.
go. 14.
2-0.
I'm going easy on the kid. What can I say? How many cheeky nuggets? Sorry.
McNuggies.
1.
Why did you say that?
20. That was me. Come on.
I think, yeah, we'll give it to Nara. We'll give it to
PC.
Nara.
21.
So-
21.
Oh my gosh. You are so old.
How many? Yo,
Oh, that looks
McChickies.
so good.
Oh, I might get me a chicken sandwich after this.
Get some Popeyes.
1.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
12.
11. Is it 11? Is it 11?
Oh!
See, I don't like this thing.
It's because I don't have glasses.
How many
God
Frenchie
gave
fries?
God gave me good eyesight.
Let's see how many French fries.
That's a really thin paper.
That's a small for the wallet. $15. Come on, that was me.
We'll give it to Nara. We'll give it to
Hey,
Nara. All right.
I know my Frenchies.
I'm still winning though.
How many
How
hot
many?
dogs?
How many hot dogs? Hot dogs. Hot
Is
diggity
hot
dogs.
dog a sandwich or a taco?
Is taco even a category in that question?
No, what was the category? I'm not even counting.
Hot dog or
Like,
sandwich?
It's hot dog or sandwich, yeah.
6. Oh yeah.
Are you kidding me? I'm not good at this game.
I am, so that's what the audience wants to see.
How many
pizzas?
slices of za?
That's too thick. That's too much za. I had colony last night.
Ooh, delicious. $16.
Dang it.
I was close. That was a solid.
That was-
yes, Rooney.
That was real quick.
How many popcorns?
Popcorn.
Ooh. I love
Gosh.
popcorn. Good
Every
movie
time I
get
go to the
popcorn.
movies, I get popcorn and I just eat
And
the
a
whole thing.
slushy.
It's slushy.
Yes.
It's too cold. Wait, I lost count.
5.
I think 4. Was it 5?
It was 5.
Dang it. I thought it was going to turn into a 6. Tater tots. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I can mess up some taters.
If anyone in the Trumbull Public Schools can get me those tater tots specifically, I will pay good money. They were so good. I can't tell what's tater tots and what's chicken nuggets. Oh my gosh.
So much for that eyesight. 8. Oh. We're still going. Gee, low. Yep, nope.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna say 15.
I think that was 20. Oh yeah. You were saying about my eyesight? Last one. Doesn't matter, I already won, but we'll
How many?
How many soft tacos?
Soft talk. Are you a soft talk?
I am 100%.
Depends on the
Yeah, I gotta be in the mood. I don't have a soft taco open like that. Oh my gosh. I'm not even gonna stop.
Yeah, it's usually 100.
100 already? Well, last time we played, it was like some ridiculous number. It was like 4,000, so maybe you're not too far.
I'm gonna go into 782.
Okay, I'm like maybe 115.
782 for sure.
I think I was a little closer. I don't think it was 700.
So clearly this isn't my game.
2020 vision, baby.
It's cool because the winning streak here is like 5 me and
Look at
1
me, I'm
Mateo,
Nara.
so I'll give you that one. But you know what? I might not be good at counting falling tacos from the sky, but I sure know how to worship.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think you guys are too. So everybody,
get up.
stand up, start hooting and hollering, because it's worship time and we're about
Do
to
the
get
floss.
into it. Do not do whatever she's doing.
Whoa.
And
Let's worship together.
get into it.
Whatever the distance or darkness, you're with me. You're with me. Whenever I'm failing or falling, you've got me. You've got me. You won't let me down. Never, never. In your love, I'm found forever. Your love, it goes on and on. Forever is not too long. I believe it. I believe it. I'll never be too far gone. Forever I'm in your arms. I believe it. I believe it. I know that your love's never leaving. You're with me. You're with me. I stand on your promise and purpose. You've got me. You've got me. Your love, it goes on and on. Forever is not too long. I believe it. I believe it. I'll never be too far gone. Forever I'm in your arms. I believe it. I believe it.
All right, it is Bible story time. So we're gonna give you 10 seconds to go get a Bible, your Fire Bible, if you have one, get it pulled up on your phone, on your tablet, whatever. Ask your mom or dad to go get one. We're gonna give you 10 seconds. We're gonna jump into our story. But make sure to go get one so you can follow along with our story at home. All right, welcome back. It's time to jump into our Bible story. If you got your Fire Bible, open it to page 1242, or in any other Bible, go to Matthew chapter 8, and we're going to learn about the centurion and his real faith. All right, you ready to jump in? Our story begins, and we see that Jesus has just returned to a city called Capernaum, and a Roman centurion had come up to him very upset. The Roman centurion was an officer or a soldier in the Roman army. This centurion was not standing tall or looking super tough though. Instead, he was bowed down on one knee before Jesus and said, "My servant is very sick." He explained to Jesus that one of his servants was at home, sick in bed and unable to move at all. It was a very scary situation, and Jesus knew how big of a deal it was. So Jesus quickly replied, "I will come to your house and heal him." The centurion, surprised that Jesus would actually take the time to come to his house, understood something very important about Jesus. He knew that Jesus had the power to heal the sick, no matter what. He had faith in Jesus that was real and genuine. The centurion said to Jesus, "I am under authority of my superior officers, and I have authority over my soldiers. I only need to say, 'Go,' and they go, or 'Come,' and they come." Then he said to Jesus, "I recognize your authority. Just say the word, and I know that my servant will be made well and healed." Jesus was amazed at the faith of the Roman centurion. He looked at him and said, "I tell you the truth, I haven't seen faith like this in all of Israel. Go, because you believed, it has happened." And guess what? Within the hour, the servant was completely healed. Because the centurion recognized Jesus' authority and placed his faith in Jesus, he was blessed and his servant was healed. Today, we are learning all about just how important it is for us to have a strong, genuine, and real faith. It will help us in every part of our lives. We need to make sure we don't have a fake faith, but a real, genuine faith, just like the centurion.
Man, are you talking real faith here? We are talking real faith. That centurion in our story today had some faith that was real. It wasn't fake. He didn't try to make it up. It was real faith and real trust in God. So man, what I want to do with you is I just want to spend a couple minutes and pray with you about being real in our faith and walking with God in a real way. Dear Lord, I'm so thankful for this story today from Paul in Ephesians about this centurion who has real faith. God, I'm so grateful today that we have learned that real faith has hope. Man, without hope in our lives, where would we be? We'd be lost, we'd be separated, we'd be confused without you. But Paul has reminded us that real faith has hope because Jesus never fails. He has promised that he will never leave us or forsake us. And God, I am so thankful for Jesus today. That's why we can have real hope. I'm also reminded today, God, from Ephesians verse 19 that says, "I also pray that you will understand the incredible greatness of God's power." Man, real faith, we've learned today, has power. Man, sometimes, God, we feel so powerless against the enemy in front of us or against situations or choices that we have to make. Sometimes they're so difficult, but God, help us to remember today that we can have real power from this faith that we have in you. Without power, we're like a toy without a battery. We can't function. So God, I'm thankful today that not only does real faith have hope and real faith has power, but help us to remember today, God, that real faith comes only from Jesus. It doesn't come from the amount of money that we have or the toys that we have or the house that we have or the cars that we drive or the clothes on our back or the school that we go to or the friends we have. But real faith comes from Jesus. And the awesome part for us to remember today, God, is that We can't purchase real faith at the store. We can't go to the grocery store or to Target or to the mall and buy real faith. That only comes from Jesus. We can't even get real faith from our parents. The real faith that Jesus is talking about, that the centurion had in our story today, was a faith that Jesus is my forever friend. He's the most important thing in my life. And so God, help us today to realize that real faith has hope, and real faith has power, and real faith comes from Jesus. I pray, God, that you'd help these boys and girls, these families this week to understand that, man, we're getting real about our faith in Jesus, and we want more of him in our lives. And we ask these things in your name. Amen.
Boys and girls, welcome to my laboratory. My name is Dr. Von Hinkelsnat, but you can call me Dr. Von Hinkelsnat because that is my name. I work for Combustion Labs Incorporated, and we specialize in, well, blowing things up. I'm always mixing chemicals, trying to see what new compounds I can come up with. Sometimes it is brilliant, and sometimes not so much. Well, never mind that though. Today I have been tasked to teach you today's power verse. And today's power verse says, examine yourself to see if your faith is genuine. 2 Corinthians 13:5. Wasn't that an incredible power verse? Of course it was. It's from the Bible. But I think I can make it even more incredible by adding some of this chemical to this chemical. It appears that this chemical reaction has had catastrophic results. Several of the words from the power verse are missing. I must have blown them up. Well, of course I did. It is what I do. Well, let's see if we can remember which words have disappeared. Let's read the power verse again together. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Examine yourself to see if your faith is genuine. 2 Corinthians 13:5. Very, very well done. I am so proud of you for remembering those words. That is such a good use of your cerebral cortex. Well, that is all the time I have today. It is time to get back to mixing more chemicals. I am Dr. Von Hinkelsnat, and I will see you next time when we learn an important power verse. Bye-bye.
Man, do I just love the book of Ephesians. This is episode 1 coming to a close of a 10-week series, man, about getting real. I just love this story today. And I hope you guys got a whole bunch of stuff that you could talk about the story and about all the stuff we talked about and looked at and experienced today at New Life Kids Online. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to grab your parents, grab the pets, get together, sit down and just talk for a few minutes about what you learned and what maybe you could help others to see from our episode today. Let's get going.